let's talk about the Living Skies Music Festival.
Right on. Well, we're excited to be there. This is going to be our first time playing in Humboldt. We've played all over Saskatchewan, but this is our first time at this festival and our first time in the city.
Awesome. So, of course, fans might recognize some of your guys' songs being a Canadian rock band. Tell me a little bit of short history about you guys.
Well, the short history is that we've been around for a long time. So we're a 32-year-old band now. So we formed in 1993. And we made our first record in 1994, Land, and then our second record, which was a gold record in Canada, is called East of Edson, which has a song, The Last Saskatchewan Pirate, on it, which some of you may know if you go to Rough Riders games, or if you watch the Edmonton Oilers, you often hear it in the background. Anyway, we toured all over the world for many years. Uh, we have never broken up. We've always played 4 or 5 shows every year. And this past year, we just did a re-release. 6 Shooter Records released our 1995 record, East of Edson, with the East of Edson Revisited, which is kind of a new take on the old record.
That's awesome. So they're re-recorded songs.
Well, not totally re-recorded. We originally were just going to do a vinyl release of it for its 30th anniversary. Well, actually, we were going to put it out in 2020 on its 25th anniversary, but of course, other things happened that year, and not many people did anything that year. But anyway, we waited till the 30th. We were just going to re-release it on vinyl, so we were going to remaster the record, but we couldn't find the master tapes. And then my band partner Scott Peters had a look around and realized the tapes were in the provincial archives of Alberta, and so we got the 2-inch 24 track like multi-track tapes, and they digitized them for us. And then we thought, oh, okay, well, let's remix the record. And then, oh, well, we've got Shannon Johnson and Jason Cody and John Nordstrom in our band now, and let's lay some tracks in with them. And oh, hey, I always wanted to put this background vocal on this one part. And so we basically went in and remixed it, gutted it, added all the cool parts that we wanted to. Like, we didn't have a fiddle player in 1995. Now we have Shannon Johnson, and she's like one of the best fiddle players in Canada. So, it's really cool to have her on this record now.
That's awesome. So when you guys are coming to Humboldt, is it all of you guys coming, or are you just a couple of you
The
coming, or
full
the whole band?
the full team, and those older Captain Tractor fans. Amy Hill, who was in the original lineup of the band, is joining us for all of our shows this summer. So we're actually going to be a 7-piece. We've been playing as a 7-piece, which so it's the biggest lineup of Captain Tractor that's there's ever been.
That's awesome. Um, you have been with the group obviously since the beginning. What does it mean to you to be like, being able to play to these prairie communities, growing up in, well, I shouldn't say growing up in prairie communities because aren't you originally like from the Edmonton area?
I am, and I still live in the Edmonton area. So yeah, but
Not necessarily prairie. You'd be considered big city for me.
okay, yes. Well, yeah, I mean, Edmonton is a big city, yeah, for sure. But it's still a prairie city, and we still, I spend a lot of time on highways around Alberta and elsewhere around the prairies too. So it's like I'm a prairie guy. So yeah, it means a lot. Um, these like we played all the cities and big cities all over the world, but one of the things I always loved was that we could play small kind of hall party shows in any small town in Alberta and Saskatchewan, and it was always those shows that were really fun and good people.
Yeah, for sure. And so you guys are playing with a couple of other, I shouldn't say playing with, but you guys are with a couple of other groups that night. It's considered the Rock Night. So June 28th, Big Rec's going to be taking the stage as well as Wide Mouth Mason. Um, playing with those bands or, being on stage with those bands, um, what is that like? I mean, you guys have played with
Well,
lots of other groups and.
we don't really know Big Wreck, but like we toured around all the same time as Wide Mouth Mason, and actually we were kind of joking a little bit on social media with the band that hey, it's a Sidetrack Cafe reunion, so um, I don't know if people know, but like the Sidetrack Cafe was an Edmonton venue, one of the most beloved music venues in Canada, certainly our home in the city of Edmonton. And great bands like Wide Mouth Mason would come through, and we'd all hang out at each other's shows. And Yeah, it's always, I mean, these kinds of festivals are really great places for, reacquainting yourselves with old friends and making new friends. So that's with the audience and with the other artists as well. So it's just kind of a special place where all of those things come together. So we're really looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Is there anything that you would like to have people be aware of? Any like you already mentioned having a past band member coming back with you guys. Is there any other tricks or things up your guys' sleeves that you're excited to be able to share?
Well, I mean, there's so much new old content coming out about Captain Tractor. If you just go to our web, like captaintractor.com, you can find your way to pretty much anything. Um, there, especially our YouTube channel. Like if you look at the videos, like we've released a couple of the videos in higher definition with new audio on them. There's also a like a 20-minute long little mini documentary about us going back to revisit East of Edson, and it's kind of a fun little 20-minute laugh with pop. It's like a pop-up video where we're sort of laughing at ourselves the whole time, and so you can find all of that on our website and YouTube channel.
Awesome. Well, I don't think I have any other questions for you. Of course, encouraging people to come get their tickets for that Living Skies Music Festival. Check you guys out on the 28th, and then the 29th is that country night. Anything you'd like to add before I let you go, Chris?
Not really, and it just that we're really looking forward to it, and see you on June 28th.
Awesome. Sounds great. Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.